Hello, welcome back to PokéBoys, Leg 4 of Season 9. Usually, this is the penultimate episode, but we still have two more after this, thanks to the 10 gym circuit here in Daybreak. But yeah, man, we're here talking about gyms 7 and 8. But before we get into that, Kumino, how you doing, man?
I'm fantastic. I'm breezy. No problems on this side at all.
There you go. Is it warming up there finally?
It actually really is warm. I was actually contemplating on whether I needed this or not, but
Mm.
I allowed the temperature to drop down some and left the door open so it can cool off in here.
Very nice. So yeah, like your cool man cave room above the garage. How is that like heat wise?
Whew. Okay, so I have a little space heater, as you guys see right back there on the floor. It does a good job of keeping it nice and toasty in here, but
Nice.
on warmer days, my God, does it get hot. I'm gonna have to hurry up and get me like an AC unit for the window or something.
Just get like a big industrial fan behind you.
Yeah, something like that there. Because me and my
Uh,
son, we was sitting in here and he was like, "Dad, it's hot." Oh,
that's funny. Oh man. Well, glad you're doing well and warming up. Man, I'm excited. We've kind of been like behind the scenes, kind of been making a mad dash through the last half of the season, like gameplay and recording wise, because
yeah.
I have some traveling I'm about to do, trying to knock it all out before I am gone for like a month. Um, but man, funnily enough, my wife asked me while we were sitting on the couch before we got on here. She's like, "So," I love my wife. She's like, "So, are you like, actually having fun with your Pokemon game because you have to play it so fast, or is it like not fun because you're having to play it so fast?" And I'm like, thank you for asking.
Right. I was actually gonna
Um,
bring that up.
yeah, I actually am having fun. Like, even though uh, the recording is, a quick turnaround, like a week instead of 2 weeks, like we have been normally doing, but I think the way the game is structured, the gameplay between every two gyms, it isn't that long.
No.
So I mean, if we were trying to do this during Pokemon Unbound, that might be a different story because
Yeah.
that
Oh my God. Like every beat had a big chunk of story to go
yeah.
in between each one.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you feeling with
I'm
the
enjoying it.
flow of the game?
I'm enjoying it, like, because of the rush schedule,
Mhm.
it's easier to actually be able to get to, each gym, but
Mhm.
at the same time, um, I'm lacking the connection for the game, like, I find it more difficult to remember stuff because I'm having to kinda just fly through it. I'm pulling Jared, I'm having to steal your technique of just mashing A, and relying on my recording to go back and
Mm.
actually read bits.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
So, yeah, and that eats up a large part of me writing notes because I have to take the time to actually read stuff that's actually
Yeah.
important.
No, that's a good point. One thing I will say, and I don't know if I've said it on an episode before, if I've just like thought of this, um, but like I think part of the charm of this game is, excuse me, how much it reminds me of early generation Pokemon games. Like graphically, it's got that like first couple gen feel to it and look to it. Um, and the way that the story is kind of unfolding, like seemingly very much in the background, whereas in most of at least the fan games that we've played on the podcast, the narrative is the main focus, right? It's like
Yeah.
very much in your face and very much like the important thing to do. The way that the story is unfolding in Daybreak, it reminds me a lot of like Generation One, where you're like you're getting your gym badges, but also you're like, oh, well, Team Rocket's here. Like maybe I should do something about it because they kind of suck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, do you get that same like
Yeah.
feeling
Most
as you're playing through it?
yeah, most definitely. Like I said, the pacing, because you leave one gym and you essentially just set out on the next route unless you have to actually stop somewhere else, in which even when you stop somewhere else, it's very brief, in terms of what
Mhm,
you're stopping there for. It may be a bit of dialogue.
mhm,
You're gonna have a couple of battles, and then you off to the next gym. And it makes you feel like, okay, what exactly is going on? So that way you're picking up the story as you go. And by the time you get to the end and all these big reveals, it's actually surprising. Like
mhm,
one of the reveals that come up later on in this leg, I was like, okay, like I kind of felt that, but like that's
mhm.
generally, like not shocking, but a good surprise right there.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
how it came to us.
Yeah, yeah. And I like how, um, kind of to, like, counter the lack of priority of the story, I would say. Maybe that's a bad way to phrase it, but, like, you know what I'm trying to say. What I just said, like, 5 seconds ago. Like, the difficulty of the game is challenging, and that, like, makes it fun, and then you couple in, like, the length of the portions, the routes, the caves, or whatever, like, I feel like they're all just, like, the perfect length, you
Yeah,
know?
they are. They
Not too short, but not, like, so long that you're, like, pulling your hair out like, "Oh my gosh, is this route ever gonna end? Am I ever gonna get out of this cave?"
Right,
Um,
exactly. Dad, you would love the caves here.
yeah, I mean, it's just like yeah, I some people might be put off by the shortness of the routes and stuff, but personally, I think it's, like, right in that sweet zone. Maybe they could be just a little bit bigger or longer, but, like, not much.
I mean, for initial playthrough, I think their focal point was they wanted to improve what Sword and Shield did, even though this game came before Sword and Shield.
They saw into the future.
Right. It improved on what they did. How, like you said, everything is happening in the background as you're doing your, gym challenge.
Mhm,
Here it's like you're actually tasked with doing something, while at the same time, because of the rivals that you have, it's like, hey, we're doing this anyway. Let's go ahead and get the gym badges and see who can become the better trainer.
mhm,
It works so well because as the story does come into effect, you are involved, but you also see other characters being involved in it as well, which makes it feel alive. Like, okay, look, listen, yeah, thank you for helping out with us, or it's good that you did that, but you got what you got to do. You go ahead and handle that, and I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'll get back with
mhm.
you once I find something. So
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, man, and when you brought up Sword and Shield, and I just think, like, they really not to completely like, go off the trails already 8 minutes into this episode, but, like, they had such a cool opportunity to tell, like, a unique to Pokemon story that was actually focused on the gym circuit because they made the gym circuit, like, such a big deal.
Yeah.
Um, it makes me, like, wanna make a game where the focus is legitimately the gym circuit, and maybe there's, like, um, some sort of logical, corruption in the league itself, right? Or whoever's running the league, or like maybe the champion or the one of the elite four. There's some like not Pokemon Sword and Shield type corruption, one that actually like makes sense and is
Mhm.
like somewhat grounded and believable that doesn't just come out of left field. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but I think that would be really fascinating. But anyways, let's talk about Leg 4 of Pokemon Daybreak.
Yeah, we gotta get into that.
Because at the end of the finale, we talk about the Elite Four and the champion, and then we give our review of the game. But I like dropping little pieces throughout the the playthrough as it comes up in our minds. But I'm sure we'll revisit some of this later in the finale.
Yeah, we will.
But leg 4, who did you end? What was your team looking like
At
at the
the
end
end
of
of
leg
leg
3?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as you guys remember, I was talking crap about my boy, my starter,
Mystical.
Mystical.
Don't do him like that.
But he's there, level 45. Wu-Tang, the Amari, the shiny Armari and Greninja. I
Mm,
always forget that part.
yeah.
But he's level 41. Badu, the East Coast Gastrodon at level 45. Prince, the Good Bite at level 40. Big Sean, the Shiny Glide Score at level 43, and Nas, the Gallade at level 42.
Very nice. I finished with Himalaya, the Amarian Gigalith at 43, Muscle, the Amarian Hippowdon at 41, Wasabi, the Amarian non-shiny Greninja at 42, Macaron, my Pixion at level 43, Leek, my Surfetched at 42, and Guac, the Ludicolo at 45.
Nice. Nice. So around the same level, in
Yeah,
which
just about.
going into how we were just talking about the routes and stuff. I mean, once you leave here, um, you essentially just really just backtrack. Once you leave here, like it's
Mhm.
something that we got to do, but it's so small because I had to backtrack. So in the last leg, you went ahead and went to Kalana Ranch.
Yeah,
Well, after I left the gym, I messed around and went to the Move Maniac house to
very
see if there
nice.
was any interesting moves that I needed to teach anybody, but it wasn't. I found the person that's traced the Squirtle. They
Yeah,
wanted, yeah, they wanted a Waylord. Did not make that trade because I don't have a Waylord, but
right.
I also found the Wingo that the guy all the way back in Plateau wanted. I'm like, Wingo, why are you here?
You're a long way from home, sir.
Right. But the Wingo, it went home. And that's when I went back over to Plateau City.
Yeah, I still
And
need to tell that guy, like, go talk to him because I found the Wingle, but I haven't gone back and talked to him.
yeah, you get a lucky charm for it.
Oh,
So
nice.
I didn't look into what that actually does, but you get it. I'm not sure if that's an item that's normally in the game or not. I can't remember. But I also go to the path with all the EVs and the Butterfrees and stuff. And
Mhm.
I surf over some water and find Galarian Ponyta.
Oh,
I
yes.
Yeah, I catch it and I name it Pharrell.
Nice.
Um, I drop off the green crystal to John, who makes the All You Right. Boy,
Mhm.
these names for stuff. And then I head to the uh Iverson garden, beat up all the Kecleon and pick up some items. The most notable item there was the Pixit, the serum to evolve one of the EVs that's not Sylveon into a mixture of it and Sylveon.
Mhm.
The Irisons and Woods, thanks to your great guidance, I went back.
Did you
I,
get that last switch?
yeah, I found the last switch
Very
and
nice.
I got the Mimikyu. And what did I name him? Oh, I named the Mimikyu Sam Cook
Okay.
because I didn't write it here. But yeah, I named him Sam Cook. And the brother gives you TM30 Shadow Ball for finding his
Yep.
sister, which she is shook. She is like a Pikachu. That was not a Pikachu. So I'm wondering what the Mimikyu was doing to this little
Yeah,
girl.
I don't wanna know.
But at the ranch, you get the XP share in which the Zoroark was shiny that Squad Zero was chasing after.
Yep. Yep.
But because of this, um Gabriel now he wants to be a part of taking down Squad Zero, so that's good. And we also find out that Athena is his older sister.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
Yeah,
you did.
yeah. Um, but after that, I went ahead and went to where we were supposed to go to, in which just going to the next town. And on we still. Do you know how to pronounce this pathway?
Erodon
For the,
Trail?
yeah, that place, Cursosa, whatever it's called.
Oh,
No,
no.
yeah,
Let's
that's what I was
call it
talking about.
Cusco Pass or whatever.
Right, yeah, that
Emperor's New
place.
Grooves on the mind or whatever.
But got TM71 Stone Edge, Dark Pulse, TM105,
Mhm.
Ampharos Ites,
Yep.
TM81 X Scissor, and Prince evolved into Amarian Garchomp,
Very
so that
nice.
was nice, and fished out a
Ooh.
device for a scientist.
Yep, yep.
So, Mike, like, I kind of just went off into what everything that I did. What did you do?
I also did a lot of backtracking. If you remember, uh, last episode I talked about how I dumped 2 Pokemon in the daycare when we first came across the daycare, and I was gonna go back and check. So I did that. That was, like, one of the first things I did. Um, excuse me. I put T-Bone, my Cubone, and Cucumber, my Snivy, in there, like, as soon as we got to Marwin City, or town, or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, at the beginning of Leg 4 when I checked, Cubone has grown 30 levels,
Jesus
and
Christ.
Snivy has grown 36 levels.
Oh my God.
And then right before we started recording, I went back, so this would be the progress after Leg 4. Cubone has grown 35 levels, and Snivy has grown 40 levels.
Oh my God. They're gonna come out of there ripped, looking at the rest of the team. Hey guys, what's up with you? What you doing?
Yeah, it's like, I don't watch wrestling, but, Macho Man and whoever his, like, tag team partner was.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, there you go.
Mega powers.
There we go. Yeah, that's what they're looking like. Which, man, that's a lot of levels.
Yes, it is.
I think they probably would be as high as everyone on my team, maybe a little bit higher. I don't know. I have to take them out and see, but,
Yeah, 'cause
'cause
what level did you put them in at?
I don't remember. That's the problem. But I went to Aquafina City because I didn't go there last leg. Um, I found that there's a guy will give you his Lucario. I didn't have room on my team.
Wait, really?
So, yeah, I don't
I'm trying to
remember
stay away from
where.
it. And a free Lucario? Oh man.
Don't do it.
Listen,
Don't do it.
listen,
I'm just
guys, in the
kidding.
next
He didn't
game.
say Lucario. He said,
A love honey.
watched. He said you should watch my favorite movie, Sicario.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is a great movie. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. I found Giga Impact while surfing below the department store. I went in, bought a bunch of TMs, Thunderbolt, Earthquake. There's quite a few.
Yeah.
That's really all I did in Aquafina. Then I went back to the Plateau area, so Plateau City, Locka Cave, and Asteris Path. Did all the things you did. Found a Pincerite, Brick Break, caught the Galarian Ponytail, named it Cotton Candy. Got
Nice.
the Septolite, Gardevoir, Focus Band, Choice Specs. Got the Allurite, which at the time I was like, I have no idea what this is or what it's going to be for. But I'm glad I did it when I did it because
Right.
we'll discover later. Found the Twisted Spoon and Reaper Cloth in Locka Cave. Sorry, fighting the hiccups. Got Stone Edge, Dark Pulse, Ampharocyte, X Scissor, but also Rocky Helmet and Sylph Scarf from the Cusco Path.
Oh yeah.
And then that was it. And that put me on Erodon Trail, which I think is the other side of the cave there.
Yeah, it is. In which I spent I'm talking about I looked up at the guide and everything. Because I was like, where's that watch? Where's that watch?
Yeah.
I wanted that axe.
Well, oh man, so I got tricked because you do find something on the trail. It's like a lost charm or something. If you go like all the way up to the top left corner.
Yeah.
I really like the stone hopping thing. I don't know why, it's just fun. So I'm just hopping on all the stones, find this charm, and I'm like, yes, I can get the lumberjack axe. So I flew all the way back, which by the way, flying is a huge pain for me because nobody on my team can learn fly. So I have to like go to the PC, get a regular far-fetched out, and then fly wherever I need to go. Which funny, I don't know why this is in StreamYard, but like you can like upload backgrounds, videos, sound, uh, overlay images, and for
Yeah.
Dad uploaded this. I have no idea why, but this is just chilling here, which is very fitting. I mean, this is Galarian Farfetch'd. He can't fly, which is why I have to go get my regular Farfetch'd and fly, wherever I need to go, and then go back to
Well,
the PC,
no,
swap
no,
out.
no, 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 no. The one that just was shown is the
This
regular Farfetch'd.
this is
Yeah,
the regular one.
yeah, that's the regular one because the Galarian one has a big leak. Like it's
Hey,
so big that it hangs on the ground.
this is a family-friendly podcast, Kumino, okay? Alright.
Well, I mean, incidentally, that's why I can't fly. It's carrying the big stick.
Feel like it's hanging on the ground.
Again, Hims has returned to be the sponsor of this here episode.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's like an ordeal to fly. But anyway, so I find this charm and I'm like, oh sweet. I'm gonna go get a Farfetch out of my dang PC. I'm gonna go fly wherever. I forget where the lumberjack's cabin is.
um,
I guess
Yellowstone. So
yeah,
you
yeah, that's right.
yeah, you go to Yellowstone and then you go back
Yeah.
out the back way and
Make it all the way back to him. And I talk to him and he's like, yeah, just find my thing, bring it back. I'll give you the sex. I'm like, I did. It's in my bag. Like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, dang it. He said something about a watch, not a charm. Ugh.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, it's okay. Like that's one of the things that I like. The fact that they do have the backtrackable things. Like you
Mhm.
actually have a reason for the backtrack outside of just, oh, I got a new HM that I can use now. Let me go back and explore the areas that I couldn't. No, I
Yeah.
actually got to go back. I got to return something to somebody, or
Yeah.
well, now I got to take this here and make this, and there's actual reason behind it. So I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's actually Erodon's outskirt where the pocket watch is, in which you gotta go through Erodon Town.
Yep.
Um, but in well, like I said, on the trail, you get Energy Ball,
Yep.
and you find that charm. But once you get into town, we are halted because Dante is like, "Hey, look, listen, I know you wanna go get that axe, my man, but I need you to follow me to the library real quick, okay?"
Yeah.
And, he pretty much just shows us some books that's about Hooper, the Legend of Hooper.
Mhm.
And he like, I wonder why it's in this section. It gotta mean something. Maybe we should go out and check where they're talking about in Zeph Ocean. So it's like, okay, cool. We gotta do the Zeph Ocean thing. But once you leave the library, Elisa and Gabriel, they show up. And they're concerned about Dante because they seen Dante talking to a guy that was dressed up with a black hair and stuff of that nature. And they was like, he was real sus. So we just want to know, like, is he all good? But once we tell them what's going on, what me and Dante have been doing, they're like, oh, well, since Gabriel wants to help out anyway, they go ahead and they go to Zeph Oceans too because they like, we're gonna go with you, just to help out. So I I go ahead and I go to the outskirts because I'm like, I gotta get this pocket watch.
Yeah. I'm like, that's great. That's great, guys. I gotta find this watch.
Right. Yeah, I have to do this right now. In which once you surf, so you gotta go up and right before you you gotta get to the piece of land before the Pokemon Center, and then you come off there and then you surf down the waterway and it leads you a little back area, which is the
Mhm.
outskirts. And you go through a little trail and it's a hunch crow that's protecting the pocket watch laying on the ground. But the hunch crow was not ready for my team. Like, yes, it was level 55, but it was not ready for my team.
Yeah, I got really nervous when I saw that level. I was like, "Oh crap, this is gonna be tough."
Right, but actually, Mystical, 2 Thunderbolts, put him down. So, yeah.
Okay. Does that help the performance review?
Yes, it did, 'cause we had to have a talk afterwards,
Mhm.
and Mystical's like, "Okay, Imma get it together. I will keep my nose clean. No more messing with these women." And he got it together.
Nice.
But yeah, gotta watch. And then in the Pokemon Center, there's a karate girl
Mhm.
that oddly enough, she teaches you fairy type moves.
Yeah.
So the Garchomps here are mixed attackers. Okay.
Mhm. And also
So
has a new typing.
yes. Well, the only way they actually have that new typing is if at level 47 you teach Gabite Fairy Rush. It has to know Fairy
Mm.
Rush in order to be able to evolve into a Marian Garchomp.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you do
but
that?
yeah,
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And so I teach Prince Moonblast.
Mm.
So now we are good to go with
Yep.
that.
I did the same with Macaron. Taught him taught him Moonblast.
Nice. But yeah, there's nothing else really going on in this town.
No, did you go to Zeph Ocean before the gym, or did you do the gym first?
I went to the gym. What
Same.
about you?
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
So we can go ahead and jump right into the gym battle. Um, the gym leader is Eris. He is the guy that's front and center on the picture that you always see that pop up
Yeah, yeah.
before the gym battle.
I always got confused by that picture because I'm like, this none of these look like the gym leader except for this one. I was like, oh, hey,
Right.
that's him.
So apparently he's a big deal here in this region. But he wasn't a big deal in this fight. I will say it was his downfall because I was going into the gym in at like level 44, 45-ish. Because of him making you fight all the trainers to make the room light up.
Yeah. Hated this gym puzzle.
Well, the gym puzzle wasn't even bad. It's just the simple fact that you had to fight everybody.
Mhm.
My team, Big Sean ended up being 46, Badu ended up being 50, Mystical ended up being level 48, Wu-Tang 47, Prince was 50, Nas was 47.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I was like, "Thank you, my guy," and I spanked his cheeks. Electivire got one shot by Badu, well, no, two shot by Badu because of the focus sash, and Prince packed up everybody else.
Nice.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
easy gym battle. My man, I don't know what your notoriety is here in this region,
Yeah. Not
but
good enough.
right, not good enough against me. Did you have any
Yeah.
trouble with him?
No, no. I mean, medium. Like, I mean, I had some casualties, but beat him on the first try. My team going in was 47 to 49. So kind of similar to where you were, just a little under. But yeah, Himalaya took out the Electivire, Macaron. Um, did work with Scrafty. Let's see. The Metacham was
Yeah, the
Mega.
mega champ. Yeah,
That's not fun to say. Mega Metacham.
right. It is not. It is a tongue twister.
Um, but yeah, Wasabi was able to take that. Actually, funnily enough, the Metacham uh like took out Macaron with fake out because he flinched and then he was faster, so he attacked again and Macaron died. I put Wasabi in and I was like, okay, the Metacham is almost dead. So if I outspeed, I'm gonna beat it. But if he
Yeah.
outspeeds me, I'm gonna probably get one shot because Wasabi is dark fire, so fighting against dark not great.
No, it's not.
Metacham comes flying at me with the high jump kick. and Wasabi's like, just like Keanu
using,
Reeves, like
yeah,
matrixed out of the
using the
way.
ninja moves.
Yeah, yeah. And Medicham just like KO'd itself by like slamming into the wall. I was like, all right, I'll take that. And the Machamp, I revived and healed Macaron, and Macaron came in and hit him with a Moon Blast. But first, Wasabi was still out there. Got one shot by Stone Edge because of course, Machamp knows Stone Edge.
Right.
Macaron comes in. I almost one shot it with Moon Blast, but Machamp survived. And then I don't know, maybe Macaron was like feeling inspired by Mystical from last leg, but then just got absolutely obliterated by one Stone Edge. I was like, okay. So then
Did not
Leak,
follow the old habits of Mystical.
right? Come on, man. I know you guys are like Eevee brothers, but like, come on, you're better than that.
Right.
Leak came in and finished the Machamp off with a very strong peck.
Nice.
And then there you go. We won first try.
Nice. Yeah, that Mega Metacham, like it scared me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really I wanted to bring Big Sean in for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But something just said, let Prince do this. Let Prince run wild.
It's his time.
Right. I was like, okay, Prince, sure, go ahead. When the Metacham hit the fake out,
mm-hmm.
it's like that irritated Prince because Prince outsped it and just instantly one-shot it with Moon Blast. Like everybody caught a Moon Blast to the face. The Scrafty, the Metacham, and Machamp.
Oh, that's great. Prince was just like a Moonblast machine gun.
Right. Like he did not give them any mercy whatsoever.
That's awesome.
But yeah, you get
dude.
this badge and Pokemon up to 85 little bears, as well as TM08 bulk up. So late in the game for this TM. What are they doing?
Your guess is as good as mine, sir.
Don't get me wrong, bulk up is nice for setting up. I get that. But this late in the game, you want to give it? Bad, guys. Bad. But yeah, that was Gym 8. No, 7, right?
7. Yep,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, that's Gym 7 out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike, did you immediately go to Zeph Ocean after this?
I did because I was like, so I got a head start on this leg before we recorded the last leg.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I got all the way to Erodon. Basically did everything in Erodon before taking on the gym before we recorded last episode. So then when I got back in, I was like, all right, I kind of forgot that Gabriel and them were like, let's go to Zeph Ocean. So I just went and did the gym, and then I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh crap, I was supposed to go to Zeph Ocean. So I was like, I was feeling bad. I was like, they've been waiting there for so long.
Like, man, where is he at, man?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like literally, we told him.
Right, Dante, like, oh yeah, I'm used to him being this slow.
Yeah, so I didn't do it. There was no tomfoolery after the gym. I rushed over to meet up with my friends and apologize for completely forgetting what they asked me to do.
Well, I didn't. I actually went and I took the guy his pocket watch, and I got the axe.
Oh yeah, I did that. I did that before we recorded the last episode.
Okay.
So that was
you had already did it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna hit him with the axe because like you gave this axe to other people, and I'm pretty sure they didn't find your pocket watch for you, but you had to send me out.
Right.
Like, okay, whatever. But I took the axe. I got the little stump out of the way, and Kecleon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get that little boy's treasure back or toy or whatever.
Yeah. The Kecleon is level 70.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be an issue.
And purple.
It was purple, yes.
But it's not shiny. I
Oh.
could not tell you why it looked like this, but I caught it with one throw of a great ball because I was like, it's level 70. It got to be like some kind of boss Pokemon where we can't catch it. So I was like, let me test the waters. Threw the great ball. It stayed in. Okay, sure. I named it Chameleonaire. So
That's a perfect name.
yes, it is. And gave the little boy his toy back, and then I went to the ocean.
Yeah, so there's like the normal Kecleon, and then the purple one is the Amarian Kecleon, but it's still normal type. I don't really know. The wiki for this game is not very detailed.
No, it is not.
Just throw that out there. So I'm looking at the wiki page for it right now. And it says literally a normal Kecleon, but with higher base stats. If bred, it lays Amarian Kecleon eggs. But yes, it is purple and green.
Duly noted. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
It does have the hidden ability protein, though.
Don't it normally have that?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yes, it does actually. The ability and hidden ability is the same as normal Kecleon.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I guess they are right. Literally just normal Kecleon with higher base stats and purple.
There we go. Well, I mean, it's gonna be in the box, so it could be riding dirty with all of the other guys that's in the box. But yeah, so I don't know if there's anything else in Zeph Ocean because like when I got to this point, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't off work. So like because I'm a supervisor, my job is to go around, make sure everybody's doing their stuff and just pretty much just be lazy. They want me to stay out in the field, but the benefit of me driving my personal vehicle, they can't track me. So I came home early and I jumped on.
I hope they're not listening.
If they are listening, hey guys, how y'all doing? But I came home early and I jumped on at this point. So I was trying to rush because I only had like an hour and a half before I had to get my son up and get him ready for school. So I just flew through here. I didn't try to explore none of that. Like I hit the edge, stayed at and went all the way to Zeph Ruins. What did you find anything around here? Anything of that nature?
The abandoned ship is in this ocean. And when we first got surf, whenever that was, last leg or the leg before, I went through and explored the ship and got a bunch of items. But outside of that, that's the only thing. There's maybe 4 or 5 trainers to battle, but
Okay,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Went to the ruins, met up with Dante and Elise and Gabriel. Dante's upset that they're there, and which like he gets in his feelings and walks off into the ruins.
Yeah.
Gabriel goes in behind him, but Elise, she's like, "Hey, let's battle to make sure that you are ready." Ma'am, I beat you every time we fought. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And so it pretty much the same thing happened here. Another whooping of Elise. Her team is the same as it was last time. The Azumarill, Absol, Alolan Ninetales, and the Superior. Well, no, it was Superior wasn't evolved yet. So what is it?
Servine?
Servine. Yeah, that's what it was last time. But yeah, Mystical, he fries the Azumarill and the Alolan Ninetales. Like I said, Mystical stepped this game up after that talk that we had. He was like, "Oh, man, I can't go back. I can't go back to jail. Like I gotta get it."
Sometimes that's all it takes is just a little heart to heart, honest conversation.
Yeah, that's it. And Wu-Tang cooked the Absol and the Superior. So
very nice. Yeah, it was quick work.
Yeah, very cool.
No casualties. Guac handled Azumarill. Muscle handled the Ninetales. Leek handled the Absol, and Wasabi handled the Superior.
Nice.
Just doing work.
See, at least we got this. Trust me.
Yeah.
You can't hang with us.
Yep.
But
appreciate the thought, though. You know.
Right. But after the battle, we go in, and Dante stops us, and he asks if we trust him. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a karma event. I'm not sure what the right answer is, but I told him, no, I trust you, because I mean, for the most part, I trust you. Like, I've seen them. Like, okay, you immediately jumped to attack them when we was in Turai Cave. Then I've seen you about to run their fade some more time, so I don't think you're working with them.
No.
So yeah, I trust you. Did you tell them a different answer?
No, I said the same.
Okay. If y'all told him a different answer, leave it down in the comments and let us know what he actually said, if he, if it was something different. But he's good with that, and we head deeper into the cave. Now, these ruins, okay, they consist of 3 different mazes.
Dude, if Dad was playing with us this season, he would have rage quit.
Yeah. Dad, I know I said the caves are, but this isn't the cave, it's a ruin. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's completely different. But yeah, you wouldn't have liked it at all.
Oh,
So I got spirited away like 5 times. Because
yeah, since you gave me the warning, I mean, they give you the warning too before you go in, but like,
yeah,
my first handful of times, I was just like trying to get all the items.
well, I, of course, trying to get items, but also trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, because I was trying to do it without the wiki. And for the most part, I ended up figuring it out. The first floor, I don't know how many steps it's supposed to be, but you got to go read this stone writing on the wall and push a button, and it opens the door. And then you go down to the next level, and it's pretty much the same thing, but on the second level, Cophagrigus are jumping you.
Yeah.
So, well, no, that's on the first level too, right?
No, the first level, there's no, you can run into wild like Dusclops, but
Okay.
on the second level, there's the sarcophaguses, and some of them are Cophagrigus and will jump you. Some of them aren't.
Yeah.
I think you get not many more, but you get more steps on the second level before the spirit comes and takes you away. But yeah,
Right.
like
It gives you that warning.
Mhm.
A dark force approaches.
Yeah, you get a little screen shake, and then you're like, "God dang it!"
Right. But I mean, that's a neat feature. I actually do like it. I think that they shouldn't have made it. Well, I don't know. Like, I like it, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
But
It's
again,
like, I like the cool thought, like it's a different, unique puzzle, but like it's also 3 levels, and the ruins are kind of like big. So
right.
you have to do some exploring. It's gonna take you some time.
Right. Now the third level is a little bit easier because it's underwater. So like you don't have to go around holes, you just float over them.
Mhm.
But I spent so long that I had to stop, get my son ready, get him on the bus, came back up here, tried looking again, took my other son to school, came back.
Oh my goodness.
Because I couldn't figure it out. So then I finally looked on the wiki. You
Mhm.
gotta beat up the love disc.
Mhm.
So I beat up the love disc and able to get out of there. Mike, how long did it take you long?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this took some time for sure. On the second level, like the first level, you said you have to find the tablet or whatever on the wall, and you push a button, and it opens the door. The second level, you find the same, well, not the same, but you also find writing on the wall, and it's like, I forget exactly what it says, but you have to have a Pokemon on your team that can know Surf,
Yeah.
and you have to like present that, and then if you do, it opens up the door to the next area. And then I think it's like right by where you come in on the third level. And there's another writing on the wall that, again, I don't remember exactly what it says, but something about like love or hearts or something like that. So it's not nearly as direct as the first two levels, but it does give you like the hint of something you have to do. I looked this up. I didn't figure this out on my own. But yeah, essentially you got to find 3 love discs and knock them out. And again, you only have so many steps, and I think this floor is the least amount of steps of the 3 floors.
So I
Um,
want to say it's about 500 because like one step, well, one movement when I got on this floor, my repel ran out, and I've been using the super repels, and the super repels are 200 steps, and so I had to use 3. So I want to say it's somewhere within the 500 range.
mm.
Um, but I don't know. But either way, yeah. After I looked it up, beat up the love this, poor love this, because like they stood no chance. Like mystical just straight up.
He, he Mystical is just like insert Michael Jordan meme, like, and I took that personally.
Right. That conversation we had, I took that personally. So yeah.
Yeah, there's also like really awesome overworld looking or overworld sprite Relicanth floating
Yeah.
around. They looked so cool.
But the wiki made it seem like you're supposed to be able to interact with them.
I
I
didn't even
can
try.
Yeah, I
I
can
just
never
saw them floating
interact with
around.
none of these overworld, like the
Oh, okay.
Talos and stuff that be flying and stuff of that nature. Like I can never interact with them, but they
Oh,
act
okay.
supposed to be able to. So I
Hmm.
don't know if that's something that we acquire item for later or what, but I'm gonna have to get me a
That's
Relicanth
interesting.
because, well, I don't no, because that's post game. We ain't gonna worry about post game. Maybe I might do it in my side time. I don't know, but
I
yeah,
always say that, but I never do. Let's be honest.
right. um, In which is a researcher up top before you actually go in that offers you some scuba gear. Please take the scuba gear because that's the only way that you're gonna be able to do it. But once you get out of the water, the scuba gear breaks. So there's no going back. You have to only go forward. But it doesn't matter because we're at where we're supposed to be at. We come up to an altar where Dante is there. So apparently Gabriel and Elisa, they could not figure out the puzzle and make
Yeah.
it through the labyrinth. But Dante, he was able to, and he's sitting up there. He tried to read some writing that's on a rock, but it's in a language that neither one of us can decipher. But the meteorite starts glowing in our backpack. And he's
Mhm.
like, okay, so let's put this on the altar and let's see what happens. Well, when we put it on the altar, us and the meteorite disappear. Dante is like,
Mhm.
what in the world? Like, I like the little sprite going like this. And then we pop up on a unknown island that's floating in the sky. And we meet older lady named Neelika, and she's surprised to see a new face, even though she just saw somebody else come up right before we did. She takes us to a house so we can rest up a little bit because apparently it was a tiring trip being teleported. I don't know, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, she gives us a couple of revival herbs and let us know that Hooper is real, and the guy that came before us went to the Sky Temple to speak to the elder. I explored around the town a little bit, and this is where we was talking about that all you right.
Mhm.
If you went ahead and did that, there's a guy in town named Francis that if you give him the all you right, he will make you a mega ring. Needless to say, I have 2 mega evolving Pokemon, so yeah, business has definitely picked up for me. um,
Yeah, I don't
and
have any. Womp womp.
wait, you don't have none? Really?
I have 1, 2 half my team is Amarian, so unless they make some Mega Stones for them.
I
And
don't I
then
don't think Greninja got one.
Sirfetch'd Ludicolo and Pixion is new too. So the only two would be Ludicolo or Surfetched.
Well, nope, neither one of them. Dang it.
Yep.
We're gonna have to give Mike a flyer that
I know I got
that can make
nothing,
it evolve home. We got to find Mike a Halucha. There we go.
dude. Freaking love Halucha.
Right, because it got to replace Surfetch, so and it got to be
Yeah.
good. But yeah, there's another dude. He gives you a Togepi egg. I know it's a Togepi egg because when you look at it,
The
it
egg
looks like
design. Yep.
Togepi.
Yep.
So I ran around and I hatched it. I named it Michael Jackson.
It actually hatched for you this time,
Yeah,
unlike last
yeah,
time.
yeah. It was mainly because I was sitting up here and I was watching something, and so I was just like, let me just kill some time, just hatch the
Yeah.
egg. It hatched to a Togepi, and so
Very
named it Michael
nice.
Jackson. But Sky Temple, it's a very simple puzzle. You go in, hit a button, go up the stairs. You go up the stairs, climb up a ladder, go in a room, fall down a hole, unlock the door, pick up a key, go across the hall, unlock another door, climb up that ladder, and then you're at the top. Very simple. But once we get up there, we find a guy named Carrasco who is giving the elder a bit of trouble, saying that he wants him to hand over some item. In which, once Carrasco noticed that we're there, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You following me? Who are you?" And you get two options. One of them you can act scared and be like, "Who are you?" And the other one you go, "You lost, pal." That's the one I chose. And he was like, "The great Carrasco would be lost? What is wrong with this fool?" Let's battle.
Yeah.
So, in which he looks like a sprite of Kukui that they edited a little bit. But he looks cool. He got on all black hat, chain, rings. He's the admin of Squad Zero. And his team consists of a Gliscor, Noctvion, that's a dark grass type Eevee. It actually looks adorable. I would cuddle it. A Marian Tyranitar, a Swampert, and a B-Shark.
Yep.
Mike, did you have any trouble with my man?
No. Leak was my lead. Gliscor was his. I swapped in Muscle, who ended up dying to 2 earthquakes. Rip. Brought in Guac. He switched into Tyranitar. The AI is not afraid of switching out of bad matchups, by the way.
No, it is not.
If you haven't picked up on that yet. It's a regional Tyranitar, so it's fire or something.
Fire Rock.
Oh, okay. So yeah, quad effective, super effective Guac is against this Tyranitar. Guac proceeds to 2-shot. Swampert comes out, gets 1-shot by Guac. Noctivion comes out. I switch in Leak and 2-shot it with Fury Cutter. So again, going for that 4K, Gliscor comes back in, and I put Leak back in again, and he's running out of options to switch out. Leak actually ended up dying. Rip. So
poor Leak.
Yeah, Leak's kind of weak at this point for me. But anyways, Guac comes in, 1-shots it with Surf. Bisharp comes in, and I switch into Wasabi and 1-shot with 5 blazing shuriken tosses.
Nice. That skill link, boy, you gotta love it.
It's so freaking good.
Yes, it really is. It came in clutch so many times.
Yeah. I love this Greninja. Like, it is just so cool.
Yeah. It feels like what Greninja should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no issues with this bottle. Badu Oko, the Gliscor with an ice beam. Big Sean folded the Marian Tyranitar with an earthquake. Nas put away the Swampert with Leaf Blade. Prince, he pretty much rolled up and smoked Nafion. And Wu-Tang melted the Bisharp with that blazing shuriken move.
Yes.
Didn't even need 5, just 3. But once the battle is over, he gets upset and he just runs off because he's like, I ain't gotta take this. Like, I'm not getting what I want. This little person that came and beat me up. I'm out of here. The elder, Zenith, he tells us that Carrasco had came there to get something from him, but he left without it. And he gives us the story about how the city came into the sky and essentially a little bit of the legend of Hoopa. So
Mhm.
Hoopa was paired up with a trainer that tamed it during the war. But after the war ended, Hoopa ended up going out of control. But before it completely lost itself, it wanted to protect that trainer. And so it hid the city away in the sky
Mhm.
and some kind of way granted access to where they could travel between the city and the ground, because they call us grounders, by being able to use his power with
Mhm.
an altar. And that trainer was Zenith's grandfather. He also tells us that the city has ties to Sinnoh and
Mhm.
the myths there and stuff of that nature, saying that the 4 Azura flutes once rested there. Um, and that's what Carrasco was after. So he gives us the old flute. Not sure if it's supposed to be a Azura flute or not. It kind of looks like one, but it's labeled
Mhm.
as an old flute. And he's like, yeah, I think it's time that, it goes out into the world and, be used and stuff of that nature. So best of luck to you. Like, so you told the dude that it wasn't here. He didn't get it. He got his butt kicked. So that means he wasn't going to come back. And now you give it to me, who's somebody is actively chasing after him. So all they got to do is like capture me and just take it out of my backpack. Got it, my dude. All right.
Right.
uh, but Sinnoh, he also tells you about Francis if you haven't been there. So
Mhm.
that way you won't
Yeah,
skip over that mega ring.
it's very kind.
Yeah, that's very kind of him. But there's a portal altar in the center of the city that has Cresselia and Darkrai on each side of it.
Mhm.
Nice statues.
Yeah.
But when we get back down, there's a letter from Dante that's saying that we should report to Professor Blake because he couldn't stick around.
Yeah.
And
You wanna hear
then we
something funny?
what?
So, like, the portal to the island, the unknown island or whatever,
Yeah.
is, you know, on the other side of the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
So, once you get out of the underwater part of the ruins, your scuba gear breaks, so you
Yeah.
can't go back through the ruins.
Right.
Uh, I get up there. I don't have a Pokemon that knows fly. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
on my team, so I have no way to leave because I can't go back through the ruins. And I'm starting to like have a mild panic attack. I'm like, oh God, what am I supposed to do? Like, one, I haven't saved in like forever. So like if I have to like close the game and go get somebody who knows fly and take it through this, I'm gonna have to redo a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, no, no. And then I remember, wait a second. To get the Togepi egg on the island, I had to make room in my party. And my party
Yes.
obviously was full. And I was like,
Yes.
wait, hold on. That's right. That Francis fella, he had a gold computer in his house. And I was like,
Yes.
the day is saved. My panic attack is
The
for
day is
nothing.
saved thanks to Francis.
Yeah. Good old Francis. But yeah, I had a minor like freak out where I was like, how am I supposed to leave? I'm not gonna be able to get out of here.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so
you leave
listener,
through
if
the
you
altar.
had the same problem I had, there is a PC on the island, so they probably
Yeah.
thought of somebody like me while they were playing this game or
Yeah, they was
making
like,
this
oh
game.
crap, we don't have a Pokemon Center here. We're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But nah, I had figured so I had went to that center altar before because I was just exploring the island.
Mhm,
And I was like, either A, this place takes me back to the ruins, or B, I'm gonna have to fight Darkrai Castelia here. So after the Sky Temple, I just went back just to see, and the guy and his what was it that was eating? It was
Oh, I don't remember. It was
a
something.
I want to say it was a Swallow or a Talo. I'm not sure. It was eating something, and they wouldn't
Mhm.
move before, but they had moved out of the way, and I just walked on there, and it just teleports you back down to the ruins. Um, but yeah, Dante leaves a letter, and then Elise calls after we read the letter saying, "Hey, I was well, no, she don't say that I was worried about you, but she was like, I couldn't get through. It kept going to voicemail. So
Yeah.
apparently we're still in Gabriel's girl. So
Yeah.
sorry,
Sorry.
Gabriel. But she tells her to come to Zeph Town. So Mike, do you do anything else before continuing?
Nope.
Okay, good. Well, me personally, I head over to Zeph Town first. Where do you go?
I just went straight to the lab.
Straight to the lab.
Mhm.
North's lab in Zeph now or Blake's lab?
Uh, I don't remember which one, but I went to both. The order I don't recall, but I had to
Okay.
go to both. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I went
I
to
think I
Zeph
went to
Town.
Zeph Town first.
Yeah, because
Now,
it was closer. I was just like, let me
yeah.
just go here first. But yeah, once I got there, Elise, Gabriel, and North, they're in there talking, and then they shocked to see like, what in the world? Like you was able to get to the labyrinth, and we was like, no, he can't be stuck in there because the dude told us that some strange force whisked you way out of there after so long. And tell them about the exit. And Professor North is like, oh my God, I got to get my homie, on top of this because we got to go see this city in the sky. But we tell them all about Hooper and stuff of this. Gabriel's like, all right, y'all can talk about all the science stuff. I'm gonna roll out. I gotta meet up with Dante. I want to ask him about all of this stuff, as well as we gotta have a match. So he runs off. At least now she's the one that's more interested in stopping Squad Zero. And so she decides that she's gonna start helping us out. Um, leave there, go to Radon Town, and we meet up with Blake. Blake is working on an experiment to heal your Pokemon, a portable healing
Oh
machine
yeah, yeah.
in which it can only heal your team completely every 8,000 steps.
Mhm. It's a lot
So
of steps.
so she gave you a Fitbit essentially.
Pokemon Go, the Daybreak version.
There you go. There you go. But Looker comes in and he's looking for us, and he tells Blake, of our exploits because, in all honesty,
Mhm.
like we have not checked back in with Blake. Blake does not know anything.
Oh yeah, it's been since the beginning of the game.
Right. So like Blake is like, what? All of this is going on. Look, listen,
Yeah.
I need you to be careful out there.
Yeah.
And Looker is like, yeah, well, don't worry. We're going to be working together. Meet me in, wait, hold on. Redderdale Town. I think I said it
Daryl.
right. There we go. That place. To talk over a plan. And so yeah, Blake, which is a look, and also tells us to let Dante know to check in. Now,
Mhm.
again, like we just said, we ain't checked in with you, so you know, pretty sure Dante haven't checked in with you. But again, this is me trusting Dante.
Yeah.
I'm a
They do make it seem like that's shady, but, like you said, we haven't checked in with them at all either.
right.
Like,
Like it's so many things that they like. Hey, what about this Dante guy? Like, if that's the case, I'm shady as well.
yeah, are we the bad guys?
Right. Like, are we actually the top of the organization?
Yeah.
But yeah. So I run back to Aquafina City and I do shopping.
Mm.
I get the verdicts and I go ahead and evolve Mystical into Statikion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I decided to go ahead and go with the grass electric. Um, it's it's cute. Look like if I cuddle it, it might hurt, but
Nice.
it's cute.
I'm gonna have to
And
look this up.
and I got a Gallade Knight for Nas. So Mega Gallade is on the squad now.
Very nice.
But then we head to Antiqua Path. And this is where that stuff pops up that I was telling y'all about beforehand. Mike, did you do anything before we go there?
Nope.
Okay. Mike is on the road. Mike like, yep, no, ain't got
Yep.
time for nothing else. Yeah, you find TM82 Dragontail there in the grass across from a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some rangers that they're trying to control some sand slash that apparently has just gone wild. But
Yep.
Athena walks up, and one of the rangers let it slip out that she's the champion of the region after she busts out using Zygarde of all things to quell some sand slash. Like, Athena, like a Zygarde, are you serious? Like you didn't have a
Right.
water type? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like what in the world? Like
And the Zygarde is huge compared to the Sand Slash sprite.
right, like she throws it out just of course the sand slash is gonna chill out. They like, no, we don't want no smoke.
Yeah, it's so true.
But yeah, she like, oops, well, that wasn't supposed to get out. I'm trying to be humble and all of that. Okay, yeah, sure thing.
With my
Yeah,
Zygarde, I'm being humble with my
right,
Zygarde.
right, out here flexing and whatnot. Because
Oh man,
you seen us sitting there, you just wanted to show off, and you
yeah,
thought we were gonna be shook. First and foremost, I have plenty of Zygarde back in other regions. Thank you very much.
that's right. I'm Mega Zygarde.
Exactly. But yeah, we also find out that she's from Opalaka City in Unova region. So Opelousas City. Why I said
Mhm.
Opalaka, I'm thinking about Trick That in him. um yeah, Opelousas City in Unova region. So I could have sworn Gabriel said that he was from Hoenn.
I'm liking the nods and tie-ins from the other regions. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is. But I could have sworn that he said that he was from Hoenn. So like, are they half brother and sister? Or like,
Mm, I
right,
don't know.
I got some questions for the both of them when I get around them at the same time. But yeah, she also lets us know that over the past 10 years, only 11 trainers have ever gotten 8 gym badges. And out of those 8, only 3 of them have went on to actually challenge the league. So she's like, I hope I get to see you soon. Of
Yeah,
course, you're going to get to see us soon because we're fantastic.
yeah. I like that. I like that little detail.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
makes it sound like how difficult the gym circuit should be, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I don't think it's really anything that's ever really touched on in any of the other games.
No,
So
it's
it's
not.
cool that like yeah, she's makes it sound impossible to do what we're doing. And it kind of like made me feel pretty cool. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
like
And
only the
I'm
best of the best will actually make it far enough to get to the league. And then even then, you're still not guaranteed to even face the champion because she never said any of them faced her. She just said 3 of them made it to the league.
yeah,
So yeah. And
it's
being
really
that
cool.
she's been champion this long, yeah, she she probably hasn't faced anybody in a while. So she probably is looking for somebody to beat on. And poor Gabriel, being that that's your sister, and she's like, yeah, no, I'm not fighting you, little brother. Like, I need some competition.
Oh gosh.
Again, shout out to Sword and Shield because popping Leon would never run his fade because
Yeah.
Leon was like, yo, I want to fight somebody strong.
No.
But yeah, once you get to Riddledale City, the Pokemon Center, they got a tutor in there.
Oh wait,
Uh
before we go in there, we go through Antigua Path, but then we have to go through the Antigua Desert. And
that's right. That's right.
I ran into a new Pokemon and I caught it. It's not going to go on my team at all, but I caught it because it's new. And it is a Sand Slash evolution called Sand Ridger. And it is ground steel and looks like almost like a giraffe version of Sand Slash. That sounds weird and it looks weird. So
Yeah, it does. I fought one. I didn't see one in a while. I fought somebody that had one, and
yeah.
but no,
Well, you can
I
catch
had
them
my
here.
repels. Huh?
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, you can catch him here in the desert and I named mine Churro and he's going to the box, but yeah, if you're interested, again, it's kind of like well, I'm trying to think of when you can run into a Sandshrew. It's kind of, I mean, it's a second stage, third
I don't
evolution, so it
I
makes
don't
sense
think we run
to.
into Sand Shrew. I think we ran into Sand Slash back at another desert area.
Yeah. Would be
But
nice to be able to get access to this line like early on in the game so you could experience, having this new evolution.
I mean, yeah.
But there's also a karma chance here in the desert if you find the little oasis part. I think it's a karma chance. I didn't have a
Yeah, it
bottle of
is.
water to give him, but there's a guy who's like, "Oh, I'm glad I found this water, but I'm really thirsty. You got anything?" And I didn't have anything. I'm like, "Sorry, bro."
And see, it pays off. The fact that so I can't remember what I was playing, but it was a game, probably a ROM hack or maybe some kind of wild playthrough. I can't remember. But I got into the habit of always buying lemonades because lemonades are better than
Mm.
super potions. But in buying lemonades, the machines always go back up to fresh water. So I always end up hitting the fresh water multiple times too. So that's how
Nice.
he was able to get some water from me.
Very nice.
But yeah, I ran into that too. I just like I said, my main focus was kind of really trying to get through the desert. So like,
Yeah, yeah. There's a SmackDown TM around here. And there's
yeah,
kinda like this,
on a
like,
cliff somewhere.
acro bike path to something in the middle of uh, the desert, but we don't get at least to my knowledge, I haven't checked, but we just have the standard bike, so I don't.
Yeah, we just had a standard bike, so I'm pretty sure that's something that's post game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We do make it to Rodero City right at the end of the desert here.
yeah. And when you get there, like no event just happens immediately. So I go to the Pokemon Center to heal up a little bit, teach Prince Ironhead,
Mhm.
because I really need an iron, not a steel type move.
I did think it's funny that this is the steel move learner and all of the names are iron, which is just funny.
Right. In which there's a mine attached to the city,
Mhm.
in which is it's crazy work because like so they got like a bunch of cars blocking off the way to the mine, but a taxi driver can take you to the mine.
Yeah.
It's odd, but yeah. So there's also a guy here that will sell you some more megastones if you get his club card. So I went ahead and I went to the mine,
Mhm.
got his club card because like once you enter, you go to the right, you can find his club card. But I me exploring the mine, I end up running into the gym leader,
Yep,
Venus.
yep,
And she is there to fix a fan because the fan had broke and all of the miners down there are hot. So
yeah,
good job, Venus. I appreciate you doing that, not letting them suffocate.
yeah.
But the dude, I buy a Garchomp Ike, and so now I got two Mega Evolving team members.
Nice. I am definitely gonna lose this finale battle.
Don't say that, man. You don't know that. You
Yeah.
don't know that. You can come
Um,
out victorious.
Also in here, if you break, because like, I get there's a good chance of getting items rock smashing rocks in this game, so
Yeah.
I try to rock smash all the smashable rocks, and I did, and I got an old amber.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think that I don't remember which rock, but I'm pretty sure that's like a one-time thing in the mine. So if you're interested in another fossil, old amber in the Rodero mines.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that's reoccurring, just for the simple fact of like, I think what I read about the rock smashing and the dust clouds was like the list was long. So I didn't look over it completely, but like you can get a bunch of stones and shards and all kind of stuff, even
Mhm.
encounter Pokemon. So like I wouldn't be surprised if old amber or even the other fossils for that matter of fact is something that you can encounter just
Hmm,
naturally. It's probably like a low chance, so maybe you're just really lucky.
maybe.
Yeah.
Also, in the house next to the Poke Shop, you can learn Draco Meteor.
That you can. I was just about to bring that up. I did not teach it though.
No, same. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't have anyone that can learn it.
We got to get him a flyer and a dragon, people. We got to.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, there's not really much else to do. So I go get up with Looker, and he's talking with an ex Squad Zero member, named Art. Because I didn't write it down. I'm trying to remember the name off the top of my head.
I didn't write it down either.
It's
Artemis?
No, not Artemis. It's like, because at first when I saw it, I was like, Articuno, but no. But it's something like spelt like that.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
But yeah, so he lets us know that the secret town is somewhere in the snowy mountain area. I can't remember what they called the mountain because I didn't get to write it down. I was clicking fast.
Snolaska.
No, Snowlaska is the village.
Oh, right.
The mountain region is called something else. Like I said, like it was moving fast, and I was trying to rush when I was doing this, so I was like, I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, it's surrounded by a big wall, and we'll have to either, I think he said, sneak in, like by climbing or something of that nature, or use a disguise to get in. And he said he got plenty of costumes. He can't go himself because they will recognize him and kill him. Was like, wow, my dude, they're gonna murder you to death. Okay, well,
And that escalated quickly.
right. We're like, yeah, you stay here.
Yeah.
But Lucas says, yeah, we're gonna go and meet in Snalaska. Again, these names. Village. But we'll need the HM waterfall. And so he gives us HM05 waterfall for that. And then he heads off because he says he's gonna wait for us to come. Once you leave Lucas' place, Elise comes running up. She's panicked because Gabriel has gone missing. She said he went off to meet with Dante, and he got wrapped up with some Squad Zero members, and she ain't seen neither one of them since. We let her know that we're going to be going to Snalaska to meet up with Looker because we're about to go raid their base. And she's like, I'm down for this. She heads off to Snalaska, in which, how, I get it. We're not from this region. But if you're just starting your journey, how have you already been to Alaska to be able to fly away there already, girl?
Yeah. It's a good question. But I think we both were like, yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah,
Soon?
we'll
Just
be
gotta
there.
do something real quick. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go shop real quick to make sure that I got some items.
Yeah.
And then we sneak our way right onto that gym battle.
Yeah. Did you go above Radarrel though to the mansion? I didn't. I like went up into that zone and then I was like, I'll do that later.
No, I didn't. I did not go up there.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't want another pathway. I want to beat up this gym leader and go on by my way. In which it irritated me that I had to go in there, and she forces you to fight her trainers as well.
Dude, this gym puzzle, so stupid.
Yes.
I hated this gym puzzle so much.
So her gym puzzle is you have to walk a pathway that's predetermined. Now, it's simple. Like, all you got to do is take a screenshot of it and follow it.
Yeah.
But it forces you to fight everybody in tedious battles because, of course, you're going to beat them. Her gym is the fire gym. As long as you got a water, a ground, you're good. You sweep through her team, but their teams, but it's just tedious because the room that you're battling in has drought set up. My God, just
it's a lot of solar beams.
Yep, a lot of first turn solar beams, but luckily I got Big Sean and Prince, so I'm good. Even Badu was okay because like when we didn't have to worry about solar beam, she was able to deliver her earth powers, so it was okay.
Yeah,
but
and
after you get through, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like the room above the room that the puzzle's in shows you the path, but Like you have to start on a very specific spot and you have to end on a very specific spot. And if you make one wrong mistake, it resets the path and you have to go back to the beginning. So it's like, yeah, you can just screenshot it, but if you're like playing on fast forward and you accidentally walk like one square too far
You know,
halfway through the puzzle, you got to go back. And then I think I was doing it without sound on, so I completed it, and the doors that open are like at the very top border of the screen. So like
Mhm.
I think they make a sound when they open, but I
Yeah, they
didn't
do.
have the sound on. So I'm like looking around, and I'm like, I swear I did this right. Like, where am I supposed to go? And I kept doing it, and I'm like, why is this not working? And then I just like, when I went to restart it again, I was like, oh, there's stairs there. I'm such an idiot.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, at least you got good practice in for the next time.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I definitely don't need that screenshot anymore.
Right. But yeah, after like once you get upstairs, you have one trainer, I think, because I went up the right side. I don't know what the left side got going on, but I went up the
Yeah,
right
either
side.
side you can get to the gym leader and only have to battle one trainer. I
Okay.
did both sides because I just wanted the extra levels.
Okay.
But yeah, you can whichever side you choose, you only have to battle one and you can make it to her.
Okay. Well, yeah. Her team is a Credilli at level 54, Armarian Tyranitar, and we're late game. I'm pretty sure most big name trainers are probably going to have Armarian Tyranitar because it's kind of busted. She also got a Armarian Arcanine, a
Mhm.
Mega Blaziken, and I knew you was happy to see this, a Volcarona.
I was until I battled it.
That quiver dance. That quiver dance. Because that's what
Oh my
gave me
gosh.
trouble.
Yep. Well, I mean, the Blaziken gave me trouble, but then I get to the Volcarona and I was like, kill me now, just please.
So yeah, in my particular case, Wu-Tang burnt up the Credillia and turned it back into a fossil. The Tyranitar, of course, like it took out Wu-Tang, but that was because I was like, okay, you have drought. I can't
Mhm.
just switch in Badu and eat this solar beam.
Solar beam, yeah.
So I waited. And then I brought in Big Sean. Of course, I forgot to heal, but for some odd reason, it missed the solar beam.
Nice.
Right. We took it, earthquake, done deal. Mystical came in. One shot the Arcanine, go Mystical, you doing your thing. Good joy. Mega Prince came in, turned Blaziken back into an egg with an earthquake. And then Big Sean sliced up the Volcarona after it quiver danced so much.
Quiver Dance Roost. Quiver
Yeah,
Dance Roost.
yeah, because I was gonna leave Prince in and let Prince handle it, but
Mhm.
that was my fault. And so it quiver danced and quiver danced and quiver danced, and so it took out Prince. So I had to switch Big Sean in and had to slice it up with acrobatics with
Nice.
the assist of a flying gem. And for those of you that don't know, the flying gem, what it does as a held item, because acrobatics goes off, not you're not holding the item.
Mhm.
It calculates the damage and it uses the flying gem first to boost the damage of the move. And then acrobatics calculates the damage.
Oh, so it's like not having an item.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's a lot
So
of damage.
mhm.
Very nice.
Yeah, but we
Uh,
oh yeah. How did your battle go? I'm sorry about that.
it
I was
was
about to run
rough.
off.
It was rough. My team was 54 to 56 level range. My team also hasn't changed since like the last episode. Same team.
Yeah, same team.
Um,
Same team, Dad. You ain't gotta worry about updating no sprites and none of that.
yeah, yeah. So Credilli. So first off, Himalaya was my lead, my Amirian Gigalith. I was like, that might be the safest. It's ground type. I got Earthquake. Could do some work. I also got Power Gem. So two good moves against fire types. But I forgot about drought. So, it's ghost ground type. Eat a solar beam. It's gonna hurt. But Himalaya is the lead. Credilli comes out. I switch in Leek, who was almost able to one shot it with Brick Break. Um, and the Credilli like has Stealth Rock and Toxic, so it's like doing a little bit of setup. But before I could knock it out on the second attack by Leek, the Blaziken comes in.
Mm.
And Leek actually did really good damage with a Brick Break. But Mega Blaziken survived. Well, it was just regular Blaziken, and then on its turn, it Mega Evolved and destroyed Leek. I sent in Guac, who got one shot.
Of course, because
But
that drought.
yes, but in Mega Blaziken's one-shotting of Guac, it also killed itself because of Flare Blitz, I think is the attack it has. So it ended up damaging itself and taking itself out. The Amarian Tyranitar comes in. I sent in Himalaya because, of course, my Pokemon was dead. But it didn't matter because also Himalaya was dead, one shot by Solar Beam.
Oh, wow.
So that sucked. Sent in Muscle, who has whatever the rain ability is. Yeah, Drizzle. So I'm like, oh, dang. Well, if I was a smart person and remembered that Muscle had this, I would have made him my lead, and this would have been much easier.
Yes, it would.
So Drizzle happens, the drought ends. Muscle one shot Tyranitar was Scald. Amirian Arcanine comes in. It knows Wild Charge, which kind of sucks because it's water type, and it knows Electric Move. And I have a water type out, but Wild Charge also does damage to itself. Muscle also knows Thunder Fang, so do some damage back. And ended up knocking it out after like 2 Thunder Fangs. Credilli comes back in, gets destroyed with an Iron Head from Muscle, and then the Volcarona comes in and Quiver dances.
It get to shaking that booty.
Yeah, it's just Shakira, the Volcarona hips do not lie, and it basically just keeps Quiver dancing. Scald's only doing like very marginal damage, and after like 3 Scalds, I'll get it down to under halfway, and then it'll use Roost and heal itself back up, and then do like 4 more Quiver dances. And then my entire team just gets one shot by Flamethrower. So that sucks. Second try, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make Muscle my lead. And it was great. It worked well. Still had some problem with Blaziken. Get to the Volcarona, and it doesn't matter because it still does Quiver Dance, Quiver Dance, Quiver Dance, Roost, Quiver Dance, Quiver Dance, Quiver Dance, Roost. And it's like just doing its little dance while it's doing his little jingle there.
It turned into Ludicolo. It said,
yeah. Yes. So I lost again. And I'm like, okay, so I gotta actually like think about this. So look through my TM bag. I teach Gigalith Stone Edge instead of Power Gem. Stone Edge, I think, is 100 power. Maybe it's 90. Power Gem's only 80. So I swap that a little stronger rock type move, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save Himalaya for the Volcarona because I forget which defense Quiver Dance boosts, but
it boosts both.
Does it do both? Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was overthinking. So I was like, okay, I thought I saw it boosting this type of defense. Stone Edge is the opposite type attack. So I was like, it might be a little more powerful. But since it does both, that goes out the window. But it's Stone. It's quad effective against bug fire. So we're on the right path. And then I end up teaching Thunder Wave to Macaron. I replace Hyper Voice with Thunder, or did I say Thunder Fang? I meant to say Thunder Wave. If I didn't, I teach it Thunder Wave. So I'm like, game plan, survive to Volcarona with Macaron and Himalaya. I'll paralyze it so I can hopefully outspeed when I switch Himalaya in, and then hopefully get a paralysis once or twice in there and can two shot it with Stone Edge or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, so we go in the battle. I still have muscle with my lead, so we can cancel the drought. I make it. Oh, I also who did I give Quick Claw to? I gave Quick Claw to Himalaya. So again, with the paralysis and the Quick Claw, hoping I can attack first. Essentially, that's like very important against this Volcarona before he starts
Yes,
boosting its defense. So yeah, I get it. I make it there. It took a lot of healing items to get there, but we made it. And I put Macaron in. He hits him with the Thunder Fang, and I'm like, all right, sweet. I'll just like try to chip away some damage while Macaron's out before I switch in Himalaya. So I hit it with like a Thunderbolt or two, get it down, margin like maybe halfway. And then Venus uses a full restore, and I'm like, dang it.
Yep. Full restore.
So I'm like, okay, please don't die before I can use Thunder Wave again. And I was able to get another Thunder Wave off, paralyze it, switch in Himalaya, and I think I actually one-shot it with Stone Edge, which was really very gratifying, and because that was really tough battle.
Yeah.
At least for my team. And yeah, so third try, we made it. We got our 8th badge. Our friends are still waiting for me to make it to Snowalaska, but
right.
We'll get there eventually.
Right. We'll
just
get
like
there,
we got to Zephyrunes. We made it. It just
right.
Patience.
In this particular case, we're gonna have to walk there. We just can't fly straight there, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. So did you do anything else before wrapping up? That was it for me. Got the badge.
After the beat down, getting the Inferno badge and Pokemon up to level 95 obeying us, and ability to use waterfall outside of battle now. So we got some backtracking that we can do.
That's true.
And TM38 Fire Blast. Yeah, I just
Very nice.
paused in front of her and let her look at my backside because she's she's behind me now.
She's the rear view mirror now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so team at the end of leg 4, Himalaya, the Amarian Gigalith, level 56. Muscle, my Amarian Hippowdon, level 58. Wasabi, my Amarian Greninja, level 55. Macaron, my Pixion at level 57. Leek, the Surfetched at 54. And Guac, the Ludicolo at 57. What was your team?
My team is Wu-Tang, the shiny Armirian Greninja at 55. Big Sean, the shining Glasgow at 58. Mystical, the Statikion at level 53. Badu, the East Coast Gastrodon at level 55. Prince, the Armarian Garchomp at 56. Nas, the Gallade at 55.
Very nice. Let us know, guys, what your team was here at the end of the leg. Make me feel better by telling me that Venus was a big pain for you too. Please help me.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
man.
Sure Old Bay probably was like, no, I went in well strategized and beat her in 3 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I get it. I'm just bad at Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, man. Looking forward to the last 2 badges next week. Or for us next week, for you in 2 weeks, listener. Badges 9 and 10, and then 2 weeks, 2 episodes from now, we're hitting the Elite Four, visiting Athena if she's still the champion. We don't know what's going to happen then.
Right, we don't know.
Looking forward to figuring out.
Curveball and Dante become the champion or something of that nature. You never know.
That's true. Yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing what Squad Zero is really up to, what Hoopa's doing, and all that stuff. Anything you need to get off your chest here before we leave? Or are you ready to get started on leg 5, the first ever leg 5?
Yes, I'm ready to get started on leg 5.
All right. Well, hey, just a reminder, guys. This is regular Farfetch
Right. Yes.
because he has a tiny leak.
Yes. Tiny leak.
See you next time. Okay.